so now, like this, like this little girl, she's very invested in me and Nicole and Otis, and it's like odd. It's really odd. And for the last like 5 days, she's been coming into our building. I don't know how the fuck she's getting into my building, but she's been coming into my building and knocking on my door at like all times of the day. And I'll be like, who the fuck's knocking on my door? And I open it up. And I'm like, Denver, what are you doing here? And she goes, can Otis come out and play? And I'm like, he's not a fucking
That's weird. Yeah,
person.
that's weird.
Why are you doing this? And
That's
she goes,
weird.
I was like, no, we're doing
I think
something
you might
right
have been
now.
too friendly with her when you first met her,
For sure. For
because she
sure.
got too comfortable too
Yeah.
quickly.
Yeah. I mean, well, it's been like 6 months that we've been, you know,
Chatting,
yeah.
like hitting
Yeah,
each other up.
yeah.
We've been talking for 2 months.
So then she was like, well, can I come in? And I'm like,
No.
no.
God no.
You're a fucking
You are not
child.
allowed in here.
I was like, did your mom say you could come in here? And
Call
she was,
911 on her, man.
she was like, I didn't ask my mom. I'm like, well, then you can't come in here. And then the other night, or on Otis's birthday last night, I was walking him, and she came home with her mom, and she like came running over and was playing with Otis, and her mom was like looking at me like,
You should tell her, like, can you, like, tell her to
yeah.
stay away from me?
I
This
was
is
looking at
weird.
her like, hey, get your fucking kid, right?
You should have
And
looked at her weird, like, what the fuck is...
yeah, that's what I did. And then she goes, what kind of treats does your dog like? And I was like, oh fuck, she's in it now too.
Oh,
And I was
no.
like, I don't know, buffalo. And she's like, bison. And I was like, yeah, yeah. So and then
Blue
today,
buffalo, right?
yeah, blue buffalo, which the Chinese are trying to kill our dogs using blue buffalo. Found
But your
that
dog
out.
loves it.
I know. That's why his fucking feet are all fucked up. I had to take him off that shit, dude. I got him on some Canadian food now.
Oh, they're pretty good over there, eh?
Yeah, they love their dogs up there. They play the sled, the bobsleds.
Yeah, they make them run through the snow.
I did a rod. You gotta run the gambit there. You gotta go around the
You,
trees
you
there.
sort of went a little Indian there, don't you know?
You've got to go to the trees and get the doggies. The doggies need to
You
get to my
make them
tree.
mush and run.
You
And
come to
run.
my yard and you kick my dog. Do you remember that one?
No.
Jerky Boys. You ever listen to Jerky Boys?
No.
Oh man, that's a classic, dude. We should play some Jerky Boys on here.
So,
Okay, so yeah. So then, like their new thing is I wouldn't let them walk Otis before. They'd always be like, "Can we walk him?" And I'd be like, "No." But it's gotten to the point now where Otis is like so involved with them that it's just like I'll let them walk him. So today,
they're going to steal him one day, and he's not going to complain because they've been working themselves into his life.
yeah, it's so
I'm telling you that right now.
so today I'm going she comes to my door. It's like 3:50 and she comes to my door and she's like, "Can Otis come out and play?" And I'm like, give me like 15 minutes. I was going to bring him out anyway. And she was
Mhm.
like, "Okay." She's like, "Well, can I just sit in your apartment for 15 minutes until you bring him outside?" And I'm like, "No.
Stop.
Just go. I'm trying to fuck my girlfriend before I come outside." And I didn't say that, but so then she goes out and then like we're getting ready to leave and she comes back in. She's like, as I'm opening the door, she's knocking on the door. I'm like, "Kid, all right, let's go. Let's just and I gave her Otis's leash and I was like, "Here, you just go outside with him. I'll be out in like 2 minutes." And I like shut the door and I'm like, "What the fuck? Like what am I supposed to do with this? Is fucking weird." And then me and Nicole go outside and Denver looks at us and she goes, "You two are kind of like my mom and dad."
What?
And I was like, "No, what? No, 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 no."
Stop.
Like me and Nicole looked at each other and I was like, "What do you mean?" And she goes, "Well, like you're together and you have Otis and Otis is my boyfriend. So,
Jimmy, sorry. Jimmy, this is still playing.
Is it?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Like, it's still playing. Like, the timer's going up on this video.
pause it.
Yeah, the volume's off.
Okay. Just making sure
Pause it.
nothing was being, like, recorded in the background or something.
It's fine. It's the trap."
And the whole entire time we have a Joe Rogan, Tim Dillon podcast in the background.
That'd be fun.
Being trans is wrong.
Oh, God. We were just talking about it being okay.
Yeah. Conflict.
No, it's cool.
So you stole a girl and she's now your daughter? Is that what you're saying?
So then, I guess the story is kind of boring, but so then I'm like, all right, well, you're gonna walk Otis with me. I like, let's go to the dog park. So we start walking down to the dog park, and it's like 4:20 ish.
Eh,
Yeah,
eh. No, Jimmy's.
No, you gotta do the camera.
Jimmy's
Do it again, do it again. Yeah, there we go. So we're like walking to the dog park. All these like cars are coming by, and people are like slowing down. Like, what the fuck is this grown man doing with this little girl? Also, she's black. I'll just throw that in there. That adds another layer to it, I think.
Okay.
And we go down to the dog park, and we're in the dog park playing with Otis, and somebody stopped their car and got out and was like, "Hey, what are you guys doing?" And she was like, "I'm just playing with my boyfriend." And I was like, "No,
No, stop.
no."
That's not what's happening. You stayed there with the dog. Let me talk to you about what's going on right now.
The guy was just kind of like, "What?" And then, like, got back in his car and drove off. And then she wanted to go show her friends that she's walking Otis today. And yeah, so we go over to where her friends live, and like they're all playing with Otis and stuff, and I'm just like standing there like fuck my life. And this guy was like working on a car, and he comes over to all the kids because I'm just like standing there watching all these kids play with my dog.
So you just got this girl at the dog park. Her parents know that you're there with her?
I don't fucking know, dude. We're not at the dog park anymore either. We're at the street behind my apartment at her friend's house now,
Okay.
in their front yard.
I'm just saying you went to the dog park.
Yeah, I
Too,
went on
also
a
with-
fucking adventure with this little girl.
Jesus Christ.
So
It's type
all-
of shit that like in the if this was happening in the 70s, that girl would be dead right now. It'd be like Bones.
what? Why wouldn't kill her?
I'm saying like if she like in the 70s, everybody was doing that. Everybody was killing little girls when they had them alone.
Okay.
Have you seen Bones?
No.
Have you seen Bones?
You
Jimmy?
mean them lovely bones?
I've seen like an episode.
Lovely Bones, right?
Yeah, I've
That's
seen
the
the
Lovely
I've seen the
Bones.
lovely bones.
Yeah, Lovely Bones.
Bones is a whole
It's a
different.
show,
That's,
it's a
yeah,
show,
that's
It's about like this autistic dyke bitch.
Yeah. mid
But that's, I mean, that would have
2000s
been you if this
crime
was the
doc.
70s.
right?
That would have been you if this was the 70s.
No,
Yeah, 100%.
I would be more like Bones.
Statistically,
I'd be more like Bones.
You
I'd
lovely
be the guy
Bones.
finding the little girl's bones and going, "These bones have come on them."
so you would be who was it?
Bones.
No. Who was the guy?
Grisham from CSI Miami or CSI Las Vegas, the original CSI.
No, wasn't the dad from Lovely Bones?
Ben Affleck,
No, was
Ben
it
Stiller.
Mark Wahlberg?
I don't know. So I'll wrap
know.
up.
Go
So
ahead.
the guy who was working on his car, he comes over and he like stands next to me, and I'm like, "What's up, man?" And he like ignores me and goes to the kids, and he goes, "Hey, do y'all know why this man is watching you play with your dog?" And then Denver once again goes, "It's my boyfriend."
Stop.
And I'm like, and he looks
Stop.
at me, and I'm like, no, the dog's her boyfriend. And then he looks at me like, you just made it worse by saying that.
By the way, it was Mark Wahlberg.
Okay. Where's my fucking daughter? Where the fuck is she?
My fucking daughter.
Where's my daughter? I checked the clubhouse. She's not in my fucking
I
clubhouse.
just see this bag of bones here. They're so
I bet-
lovely.
I bet it was the fucking Taiwan people. They're getting me back for what I did in the 80s. They fucking took my daughter. They bound her feet. They bound my dog's feet.
They found the feet.
My dog's missing.
Where the fuck my dog at now?
My dog and my
bones?
daughter. All that's left are these fucking bones.
What is that Mark Wahlberg voice that you're doing?
That's Mark Wahlberg.
Is it?
Yeah, that's when he was in Transformers.
Is that what he sounds like in Transformers?
Transformers and the other one when he's the I mean that's every movie honestly with Mark Wahlberg.
I don't know.
What the fuck?
So when he plays Sully in the Uncharted movie, he's gonna be like, Nathan Drake, what are you doing? What are you doing, Nathan Drake? Where are you going? Why are you stealing stuff? Is that
I don't know Uncharted.
You don't know Uncharted?
I know Sully. He's the pilot who took that plane into the Hudson River.
Yeah, but
These
like,
fucking geese. They went in my fucking wings. I gotta fucking land the plane in the river.
was it
Tom Hanks.
yeah, I'm Tom Hanks now. What's going on here? What's going on? I'm in Tom Hanks' body.
I'm not fucking hot anymore. What the fuck?
What happened to my abs? I used to have abs.
Why is there a bunch of dead kids in my basement?
I got the coronavirus now. What the hell?
My son, he's a fucking lame white rapper. What the fuck? My fucking son, he says he speaks like he's fucking Jamaican.
Okay.
Boy, Bumba Club, my dad turned into fucking Mark Wahlberg, man.